Hey Crossbow, how you doing, man? I'm trying to get my headset here. Just a minute. Okay, can you hear me? I think we're. I think I got it going. All right, so I have to start over here. Thanks, Ann. Okay, good. So plan is today, as you can see, handstand routine. It's 15 minutes. I've already done most of it. I'm not. I'm just going to show you what I did and move on to the next. There's only two other items: the L sit, skin the cat. I'm not great at LSIT. It says 30 to 40 seconds time to maximum, effort of 5. I can't even do 30 seconds of a full LSIT sitting on the floor. I can do, I think last week I tested myself. I was able to do a couple sets of around 25 to 26 area range. But you got 4 sets. I can do them on a parallel bar, which I can probably hold a little longer, but then you're kind of, your feet are dipping and you're not quite at that level. So, yeah, so the goal is to be 30 to 40 seconds at relative ease, I guess, because it says 5, which is supposed to be relatively easy. So I don't know. We'll see. But this shouldn't take terribly long. You do see some pretty long breaks. Skin the cat, I practiced last week. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but it turns out I can do that pretty easily. And I have the same basic control that I've had that I that he has, so I can do it at kind of the pace that he's doing it. Probably not as good as him, but it's functional. So I'll do a quick 5-minute demo of what I did for the handstand routine. Uh, Thanks, Crossbow. And then I will get started with the skin the cat and L sits, and that's kind of it. So I think, let's see if I can turn this a little bit, or at least let it view what I'm doing. Okay, so then with that, I think we're probably good to go. So hold on a second here. Actually, I didn't really need to pause that, I suppose, because turns out I have everything set. I did it my previous attempt. Okay. Okay, so here's where I was kind of working on this here. Now, I use the door. I don't have another spot on the wall, and it always feels a little precarious putting my weight on the wall on the door. Yeah, I know the door could probably hold my weight. I mean, you think that it's designed to, somebody can't just bump it, knock it open. I mean, if that was the case, glass doors would be broken into all the time, right? So if all they had to do is run into it really hard and knock it over or bust the glass, you would think that's how break-ins would happen all the time. But it must not be that easy to do. So putting only a portion of my weight on the wall should not be a problem. So this is what am I doing? My handstand work, I spend about 15 minutes. I only did it like 3 or 4 times because the whole point of the 15 minutes is that you'd be giving yourself plenty of rest between attempts. You don't want to be tired or exhausted where you're going to fall on your head or, anything like that. And you have to be able to get out. So you have to give yourself enough uh, time to escape the effort. So I started less than an hour ago, but it's been almost an hour when I did the handstand routine. Okay, so I'm not good at this. You're going to see. um, I have never in my life, ever, not even as a kid, successfully done a handstand. And the problem has not necessarily been strength. The problem has been that I have an issue, it seems, when I'm upside down. My brain doesn't like being upside down. So it takes a lot. And it might just be that I need to do it enough times, like riding a bike. You get used to it. And I think that's what I need to do. I need to get used to it. Do this enough times. And that's what I'll be doing over the next few weeks when I'm doing handstand routines, is to keep working. So you can see, I am not vertical. I'm leaning. I've probably got a 20 or 30 degree lean. And that's what I was doing. practicing practicing my headstands. I did that for 15 minutes. I'm not good at it. Uh, and I'm afraid of kicking the glass. I got to be really careful there. So there's a lot of going on. It's it's a little iffy, my handstand routines. So doing that for 15 minutes off and on. Probably not the most entertaining thing to watch. I'm pretty unstable unless you just like laughing. Okay, well, I could do a handstand. That's nothing, you know. And I will give you this. I think now, don't get me wrong. When I say this, I take it with a grain of salt. Um, Light people can do handstands way easier than light people like under 140. For one, it's less strain on the shoulders, so it's less weight. And you know what they say, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. So somebody who falls who weighs 140 is not going to hit the ground as hard as somebody who weighs 180. You take an extra 40 pounds and slam it against the ground. Yeah, that's a big deal. So, if there's one thing I've always been told I have pretty decent is my triceps. Pretty much since I started out working out, I don't know. I probably did do a lot of tricep stuff. I don't know why. Nothing. I didn't like go out of my way to try to work my triceps. They just seem to form better. Maybe it's just the svelteness of my arms. Okay, so this other one, this is skin the cat. And when I first saw this guy doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, there's no way I'm doing that. But I practiced and realized, hey, I can actually do this. So it does take some practice. It takes a little stability. And I will show you what this is. Ultimately, um, you should be able to do it pretty much. I could pull these rings up if I wanted to, all the way to here. You can do it with just a bar. They recommend doing rings because it'll allow for a more natural flow of your hands. Um, but yeah, let's do it. I'm not going to take too long of a break because I didn't spend 15 minutes doing the handstand stuff. Uh, so, and I already logged like a couple of sets. I just log it for as long as I can. I'm hoping at some point I'm able to get to the point where I'm doing, 30 seconds comfortably on a handstand, or at least standing up against the wall, where I'm standing straight up against the wall. I have not figured out a good place to do that where I'm comfortable, that I'm not putting weight on the wall, like the glass of my door, even though I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, well, it's not as impressive as I wish it was. Okay, so here we go. This is the skin the cat. And I only did this last week for the first time in my life. It's kind of weird. I have done where you put your legs up on a like monkey bar kind of thing. I've done that as a kid, but I've never actually hung. Again, I didn't like being upside down, so I didn't like the idea of letting go. I was always afraid my legs would slip and I'd fall on my head. And I've seen kids fall, so it's like, yeah, I don't want to be that guy. Um, oh yeah, let's put on my gloves for grip. So I only have to do 3 to 4 at a time, which is which isn't too bad. I think I was able to do 3 or 4. Now you can add difficulty. I'll try to do that a little bit, just here and there. Um, this isn't a timed thing. You do take 3-minute breaks. It says 3 to 8. So if I could do 8, that'd be great. I don't know if I can do 8, but 2 to 3. And it says 2 to 3 or 2 seconds. What is it? 2 seconds forward, 3 seconds back. Oh no, it's 2 seconds to upside down and 3 seconds coming down. So you're basically just stay in control when you're bringing your body down. Come up quickly to 2 and then control yourself down again. Um, so there you go. Let's do this. I'm talking too much. I have to start like this. So if my rings are higher, I'd be able to start higher, and I might move them up. I did 4. I got to stop there because you're only supposed to be doing an effort of 5. I think it said 5, which is supposed to be easy. I probably went more than just easy. I was a little bit more than I was a little. I maybe had a fifth one in me, but that would have been pushing it to a 9 or 10. And I'm only supposed to be doing a 5. So really, I should have probably done 3 because I have to do 4 sets of these, I think. So I did 4. Yeah, it's supposed to be a 5. Now I might have been going slow. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't. But the rest time on this is supposed to be 3 minutes. That's a long break. But I guess I can see 2 minutes is probably plenty. 3 is probably better for getting a full 4 again. But 3 might be enough too. So the goal is, for me anyway, by the end of this program, this thing here to hit 8. I want to be at the max end when I finish these programs, each one. This way, when I go to the next program, I'm at the top of the abilities. And now, in the 1 and the 2 level programs, I was over max on everything. I could do everything more than the amount it said. With the possible exception of pull-ups, I was close on pull-ups. I was doing, because they do them really slow. And so I was probably doing 14, 15, and I think 15 was the limit. So I was close to max. I probably didn't quite get there. For the speed they were doing them, I could do 20 some if I just do regular pump them out. I think I like 20, 21, 22, which is still better than I did when I started as far as doing full extension pull-ups. So if I just go down, up, at full extension. Most people don't do pull-ups full extension where your arms are pretty much, straight and your shoulders are, fully extended out. Um, Most people don't do pull-ups that way. They usually bend. Like you see a lot of these people, kids or whoever online doing, oh, I'm pumping out 20 pull-ups or 30 pull-ups. But you watch them, their arms only go to about here, which is still, it's a good pull-up range. You're just not getting that full extension where your whole lats and such get into the story. All right. It's time to get back to it. All right. 3 to 4. I'll probably stop at 3 because I have to do 2 more sets. Tomorrow's really weird. There's like 6 or 7 exercises, but you do like different reps, and different number of sets on all of them. It's really weird. I think that's 4 again. All right, so it gets harder. They say it's more challenging as you extend your legs. So I'm trying to start extending my legs a little. Just get them further out. Let's make sure I start a timer so I'm not getting over my time here. Okay, so I think I did 4 again. It's easy to count, right? You think I could keep track of 4. Thanks. All right, so I got to do 4 sets of these. Um, Dang it, I got to fix the rest timer on that. I'll do it on the next one. Um, I'm using my watch, but I like to have that set correctly. I only put 2.5 minutes because it took me 30 seconds at least before I got it set. So the next thing is the L sits. I'm not good at L sits. L sits are you're supposed to do them on the floor. You can do them on the bar. So I do have bars here, and I can do them, and I probably will try it. But only because I probably can better do 30 seconds. You can do them on the rings, which I like doing them on the rings. But again, it's the same thing as the bar. Your legs can drop, your body can drop. So I prefer, if I can, do them on the floor because it forces you to keep your legs up. So you have to lift your body up, which means you're getting that full extension on the arms. You're getting that full weight on your arms. Because you have to put that full extension down. And I'm good for about 26 seconds. Now it says 30 to 40 for each set at 5, a level of 5, which means you're not even putting full effort in. So a 5 for me would probably be about 20 seconds. I can do 20 pretty easy, but anything over that starts getting really hard. Um, so doing 3 sets or 4 sets of 20 seconds is like way off the pace. So I'm gonna have to really work on my abs. Okay, I got 20 seconds left. Should be close enough for now. Let's see. Again, the goal is 8, so I'm trying to get at least 4. And now part of this is grip. I mean, you got to hold your entire body, so your grip does start to get tired. So a lot of times these are going to get harder simply on the fact that you're hanging there for a long time. Here we go. Four again. Okay, good. All right. Four. Log set. I'll set that at 90 seconds. Oh, it's supposed to be 3 minutes. I should probably do at least two. All right. Takes me a few seconds just to start the thing. So. And after the timer goes, it takes me another 5 to 15 seconds just to start doing the exercise. So maybe even 20. I don't know. I'm kind of slow in that sense. So what have you been up to, Crossbow? What's your day been holding for you? As for myself, we have a sport court out and back. It's a blacktop slab that's got two basketball hoops on the end, and it wasn't in great shape. At the beginning of the summer, it was covered in moss. We never really used it. Uh, but my wife decided she wanted to try pickleball out. We started playing pickleball back at the beginning of the year. Cleaning, huh? Cleaning the house or just cleaning stuff? Cleaning your car, cleaning your garage. Uh, anyway, she got into pickleball. And so me and her have been playing pickleball. Because I'm usually like, she says, you want to play pickleball? I say yes. I mean, I don't ever say no. Because I'll go play a sport anytime, anywhere, you just say. Because my thought is the Lord's given me the ability to stay fit, stay healthy as I've gotten older. And I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to like, hey, as long as you got it, use it or lose it, you know? So that's the only reason I do all this work. I don't work it out because I just like working out. I work out so that there's nothing I can't just say, okay, let's go do it. 3-day hikes with my brother, pickup games with my sons or friends, some flag football if I so choose to join a team again, go out and play some tennis, which I've been craving like heck. My wife wanted to get into pickleball. I said, let's do it. But anyway, we started working on my pickleball court. Thanks. All right, let's get this done. I think my thing is beeped here. Let's do 3 to 4 again, or 4 to 8. Was that 4 or 5? I feel like it was 5. I'm going with 5. I'm gonna give myself 5. Whatever. Uh, all right. So next one. All right. So I only get 2-minute rest. I get 2 minutes for the L sit, and then 2-minute rest in between, and we're doing 4 sets. Okay, so let's off a little bit a moment. Um, anyway, so we did the sport cart. We cleaned up. We got a pressure washer. Went over it. So much moss. So much moss. It was this thick. We were blowing it off, and of course that only got like 90%. You got all these little patches of moss still on there. Considering how big the court is, we still have quite a few small patches. I mean, they weren't like thick, but they're little chunks here and there. So after a little while, we swept it off, cleaned it. I sprayed it again. We went over it again. I just hit all the patches, tried to get those off, so it looked a lot even better than then. And then I went over it with Clorox and tried to kill what was left. That helped a little, got it down. A few sweepings later, we kind of have it looking pretty clean, but ultimately we didn't want it to go a little further. And, so I've been sealing it. So I went, because it's got little divots and holes. I mean, not holes like broken, but like holes. They look like the blacktop is sunk into these little, literally holes that are probably that deep. So I'm filling those in. I went through and I filled in all the cracks yesterday with some sealant, blacktop patch, whatever you call it. Went over all those. Went through a couple little cans of the patch stuff. Put that on there. And, oops, time's up already. Okay, so let's do some Alsets. And then I put a layer of sealant on, and not on the whole thing. I only put it over the dippy areas. And I'm going to do that some more today, go over the dip areas. And then when I'm all done with the kind of leveling it out, getting all the little, I'll call it flaws out of there, I will then try to put a one coat of sealant all the way across, maybe even two if I have enough stuff. But it's pretty big and it's kind of expensive. I mean, the quart's kind of big and the sealant's, well, it's only $30 a bucket, but a bucket only covers like a third of the quart if I'm doing it quick and just back and forth really fast. So, all right. Alsets. So you want to have your shoulders up, kind of like you're trying to do it on the floor. Wait. What's this? Get my mind in place here. Alexa, start stopwatch.
Okay, stopwatch started.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Oh, she didn't even hear me. Alexa, stop stopwatch.
Okay, stopped at 36 seconds.
Yeah, it took 16 seconds to stop it, so it's about 20 seconds. Yeah, it adds up fast, man. I bought this little caulking gun stuff to fill in the smaller cracks. Some of them are 4 feet long or whatever, and the cracks range from spots of, eighth of an inch all the way up to like quarter inch, half inch, but they were kind of deep. This caulking gun covered like nothing, 16 feet tops, and I had too many cracks back there. That was like a waste. Anyway, so the caulking patch wasn't very great. Um, it might be better for smaller type things, but that wasn't great. Anyway, I did 20 seconds because, again, supposed to be doing 2 minutes of rest, or yeah, I think this is only a 2 minute rest. I'll set this at 75. Uh, and then I'm going to start a little earlier on this one because I don't want to take that long, because it took me 16 seconds just to get Alexa to stop. She wasn't interested in stopping. I'm trying a new protein. Prime Day had Amazon had Gatorade protein powder on sale, and it came out to a little cheaper than the stuff I had been using before. Plus, since I don't have a job and I'm really trying not to spend a bunch of money, I only bought like a little 20 serving thing, which overall is good for about 10 days of exercise, which is maybe 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks. But I bought a chocolate and a vanilla, But I don't use them for the same thing. I don't drink the chocolate during workouts. Alexa, start stopwatch.
Okay, stopwatch started.
Alexa, stop stopwatch.
Okay, stopped at 28 seconds.
28 seconds, really? Wow. All right, we'll say 26 with the getting started. And overall, I'm only going to give myself 22 because I feel like, oops, oh, okay. Um, my legs dropped a bit. They were dropping a couple of times. I'm going to try and do one of these on the floor. So at this point, as my arms start getting more and more tired, I'll be lucky to do 15 seconds. So when I did 26, that was with really long breaks. You know, it was testing week, and on this thing, testing week is one set, one exercise. It was you do like 3 or 4 different exercises. I mean, but you do like one set. That's it. And they're just testing to see what you can do. So I was able to do 26 seconds. Um, but during a workout where you're doing 4 sets with only a couple minutes breaks, you have to cram it in a lot shorter. Do I? I mean, I always feel like I'm bending my legs too much, to be honest. I feel like I'm not keeping my legs straight. I could tell they're starting to bend, or I start pulling them in. And then this guy, when he's doing them, he's able to keep his, see how he's able to lift his back up and have his butt go back between his legs. But that requires you have to have a really strong upper abs to pull your butt forward enough to hold your legs up. So like, I'm gonna do this one on the floor just so I can kind of show you what what the ultimate goal is. I mean, you want to be able to do L sets. You want to do them on the floor. Um, I do tend to. Floor does a lot of things. One, it forces me to keep my height up. I don't start to droop my shoulders because as soon as you droop your shoulders, your butt hits the ground, so you're done. You don't bend your legs because if you bend your legs, your feet hit the ground. So you're kind of forced to do it right, okay, when you do it on the floor. So there's a lot of, but it also means I still can't. Like this guy, he could. I've seen him do some other things where he's doing this and his butt is over here and his feet are up here. So it'd be like me holding this position and then lifting myself and keeping my feet where they are, or my butt and my feet where they are. So I can do this only because I've got the leverage of the ground forcing me to, but I can't hold this position on my own. So the strength of my abs here can't pull my butt forward like this. And I mean, that would be the ultimate goal to have that kind of core strength. But my upper abs just aren't that strong. It's just one of those things. I got a lot of work to do there. I don't know if, I don't want to say never, but just say I don't know it's going to be anytime soon. It's just not something I ever focused on. Okay. All right. Trying to find my takeoff point because I got to know where my balance is. All right. Alexa, start stopwatch.
Okay, stopwatch started.
Alexa, stop stopwatch.
Okay, stopped at 14 seconds.
14 seconds. It's longer than I thought. I thought it was like 10. So, yeah, got some work to do there. It's funny with that particular exercise though. It's not a slow ending. It's a, it's like you're going. It just, it's like it's off a cliff. Once your body says no more, it's no more. It's not, it's not a gradual descent. Uh, it was 9. Thanks, man. I felt like it was less, but no, she started. I got her to stop immediately. You're right. It was probably. I think it was closer to 12, but because yeah, by the time I think I've seen that she starts the stopwatch. Like I have it on my watch or my phone. I can have her do it, and she'll start a clock. So when she says start now, it's usually when she says now that it starts, and then And then when it stops, it takes as long for her to get the command, so that takes another second or two. So if I start when she says now, then I'm on the clock, and then it takes a second or two for her to stop because I have to give her the command. And so you're right, it's probably more like 11 or 12. I don't think it was 9. Unless you started the stopwatch. Okay, so I got one more set. I gotta give myself the full rest. So my phone was, I forgot, what did I have that set at? 90 seconds? I mean, I'm supposed to give myself 2 minutes, but what's 30 seconds? Plus, it took me a while to start it, so. And this is it, man. This is the whole workout. I mean, other than the 15 minutes I spent trying to do handstands prior to starting, which, again, was only like maybe 3 or 4 sets because I had to rest a lot or try to practice other things in there. All right. Alexa, start stopwatch.
Okay, stopwatch started.
Oh, my hands are too far apart. I can't start. Alexa, stop stopwatch. Alexa, stop stopwatch. I think I did like 5 seconds.
Stopped at 19 seconds.
Yeah, mine took too long to stop you, but uh, too, when I'm doing those, as my legs start to get more and more tired, and I start locking my leg harder and harder to keep them up, I start to get like a cramp in my quads because they start locking and they're just like, they just, it's like when you just tense up really long, the muscles start to almost cramp. That was a pathetic effort. I don't think I did maybe 6 seconds on that one. I'll give myself 6 seconds. But yeah, that was a sad mess of a lift. Just once you burn, you burn. I should probably do the first couple on the floor and then the rest on the bar. So even though my feet might drop, I can at least work that muscle, kind of keep it going for a little bit. Because like I could get up here and do not fully vertical, but at least it would keep the muscles engaged to where I can't rest. See, my butt is dropping, my shoulders are dropping, my feet. But at least I can hold for a little longer, keep the muscles engaged longer. That would be the goal there. But yeah, so there you go. Easy workout for a Monday. Well, easy in the sense there's not very many things. Went fast, but thanks. 6 seconds. That's all right. I'll take that. I think that's what I wrote down. But the next workout is quite a bit more. Now I did notice one thing they did. They've gone up to 4 days a week None of the other in beginning and intermediate, they never did 4 days. It was always a 3-day week. And then this week, this one started out as a 3-day week, and I didn't realize because they did a 3-day week here, and a 3-day week here. Actually, we did 1, 2, 3, 4 3-day weeks, and now it's a 4-day week. So we've gone into a 4-day week, and yeah.
Ken, here is your reminder.
Oh, I gotta go feed the dogs. I set all reminders so I don't forget because my wife didn't have time. So this is the workout tomorrow. If I want to do it 4 days, I'm gonna have to put, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exercises. But you'll notice that a lot of them are like 3 sets, 2 sets, and then like it's 1 set. Like this is a 15-minute routine to start the day, so I got to do some more handstand routine tomorrow. And then it's 3 sets, 2 sets, 1 set, and then 3 sets, 2 sets, 1 set. So it's 6 reps, 6 sets, followed by 3, 2, 1 again. So it's 9 sets. So it's 9 sets plus a 15-minute routine at the top. So 9 sets really isn't that much. It's just you only do a couple of 2 or 3 of 1, 2, or 3 of each. Because at the end, remember at the end of the second phase, I had the very last week was 36 sets. So 9 is nothing, right? It's only a quarter of that. But it is a lot of different exercises. There's a lot of break in here too. I mean, you got 3 minutes and 2 minutes between each. I'll tell you right now, this typewriter pull-up, that's another one I'm not very good at. For one, I don't even have a pull-up bar that works well for this. My pull-up bar is not long enough for doing an archer. So for me, it's basically this. This is my archer pull-up on this pull-up bar. I'm going like this. Okay, so I should be going out to here, but my bar is not long enough. I can't. It doesn't extend. Neither one of them actually extends far enough for me to do that. The one that's on the right is close. Left there. The one that's on the left there is close, but only if I didn't have the vertical posts holding me up, because I still wouldn't be able to move very far because I wouldn't be able to go all the way. So all I can really do is go to the part where I'm over the other arm like this. So it's not going to be a full archer. Unfortunately, I have no other option. The other thing I can attempt would be to try to do it on my rings, but I don't know if I can do it on the rings. It would be weird. I don't know if I could do it on the rings. I'd have to try it. But anyway, that's it. Till next time. Stay fit, stay healthy. Later.